Okay, so let's first go over the supplies in your kit. So you're gonna have 2 cotton masks, you're gonna have 4 bottles of dye, small rubber bands, which are, oh, it's a twist, just like these, clear rubber bands to tie your mask. You're gonna have 2 sheets of wax paper that I provided with you, gloves, definitely wear these, and you're gonna have 2 Ziploc baggies. So for the purpose of this video, I have 6 masks and I have 6 plastic bags, and I really recommend pre-opening them so then when you have everything done, you're not touching everything with your already dyed hands that have dye all over them on the gloves, so then it doesn't get all over the plastic bags. So pre-open them so it's just easy to plop them in there. And then you're just going to need water, obviously, to fill up your bottles. And then if you don't want to use the wax paper and you want to protect your parents' kitchen table, put down a garbage bag like I did. Step 1 is going to be prep your area for dyeing. So you're going to want to cover your table with the wax paper I provided, or you can use a garbage bag like I did here. Make sure you really cover your area because the dye does stain, and it will stay there for a while. I did some examples yesterday. My hands are stained already. So get your area prepped. Step 2 is going to be filling your bottles with water. Fill the bottle all the way. Leave a little bit of room at the top. I have the bigger bottles here just because I'm dyeing more masks today. But all you do is fill it up and then you shake it really well. Make sure everything gets dissolved. The third step, I'm going to moisten or dampen all of these masks with water. I'm going to go do that right now. Okay, step 4 is deciding what tie-dye pattern you want to use for your mask. So I've already dampened my mask and I have my rubber bands here. And then I did attach some pattern ideas to the directions if you want to use some of those. So I'm gonna sit down and start working on some designs here. So the first one I'm gonna do is simple. Just gonna do folding, and then I'm gonna tie it with the rubber bands. And you can put these in or keep them out, whatever you want to do. So these rubber bands are going to put white lines through your design. All right. And that one's done. Oh, I got a little bit of, unless I had some dye from filling up my bottles, got a little dye in there, but that's okay. Okay, so that one. Now let's go this way. And I'll just shove that together. And more rubber bands. So these designs are probably the simplest ones that you can do. I'm gonna do the swirl next, and that one's a little trickier. I think that's probably good. 3 lines, like it. All right, so the swirl is a little trickier. So pinch the middle and then start twisting. And you're gonna wanna twist, 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 twist. Twist it real tight. And then you're going to take the rubber bands and kind of make a pizza crisscross. So put one across, put one the other way, Then do another one here. You just want it to stay nice and tight. So that looks good. There's another one if you want to do a bunch of, ooh, I don't know what that was, a bunch of dots all over. So you just pinch a little section, take a rubber band, and tie it on there. I did 3 knots. And I'll do here. Do one over here in the corner. And then maybe I'll do another one. However many you want. A little harder to do the dots on these small masks, but it's doable. There, that should be good. All right, another great one is super easy. Crumple it up, do a ball, and then do the pizza shape again. Oh, flung that one. That one went flying. Tuck in these. And then do as many as you need to make sure that it's all nice and fastened in there. Oh, more dye. Whoops. Good thing it's tie-dye and it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's a crumpled up ball. Looks good to me. All right, what's another one that we can do? I saw the diagonal one, so let's do diagonal. I'm gonna tuck that in just for something different. So diagonal. That up, down, oh, let's just twist it. All right, or rubber bands. I'm gonna do one more. There we go. All right, now these are all ready for dyeing. All right, step 5. So we've rubber banded our designs. We are ready for the dye. Put on your gloves. For real, put on your gloves. They will dye everything. All right, and I have 6 colors here just because I have so many masks. So you can do all the colors, you could do 1 color, you could do 2, you could do contrasting, whatever your heart desires. And you just really want to saturate the area. And I know for your bottles in your kit, you do have to snip off the end there. These ones already have a hole in them. So grab some scissors, snip off the end. Get all these caps off. And we will get dyeing. Here we go. Step number 6. Once your dye has covered all your masks, put them in the Ziploc baggies like I already did, and then you're going to let them soak. So if you want more of a pastel color, you'll let the dye soak for 6 to 8 hours. If you want more of a bright, bold color, let the dye soak for up to 24 hours. So step number 7. So like I said earlier, I already did some test masks yesterday, and these have been soaking for almost 24 hours, maybe about actually 18 hours. So I am going to go rinse them in the sink, and then I'm going to rinse them until the water runs clear, and I will be back. All right, so everything's been rinsed, and these are some of the designs. It's really bright, bold colors for sure. They look pretty great. So what you're going to do now is you're going to wash your face masks with hot water on delicate or hand wash them. And then you're going to let them air dry. And then when they're done, you can iron them out to flatten them out a little bit more. And then that's it. I hope you guys enjoy your tie-dye masks. Thanks.